All right, good evening. Scotty Ray and Odie coming to you tonight at the Lauderdale County Courthouse, the old one, for the election results. So polls closed at 7. We're getting some that's coming in now. We've only got a few polling places that have responded to us, but we do have some numbers coming in. Scotty Ray is getting all those added up for what we've got. We appreciate each and every one of y'all coming and paying attention to this election. Hope we have a great turnout tonight. I hope a lot of people went out and exercised your right to vote. It's the only way that makes our government work is when the people go out and say what they want to be done in their district. So right now, these right here, the numbers that we've got coming in right now, we've got, whoa, that's a tight race right there.
Yeah.
Rita, Jack, we're going to get these added up.
That's
and
Lauderdale
Stella,
and
Lauderdale and Marion, that's real tight right now.
Let me flip.
And now we've got state races coming in also as well.
He's doing in Lauderdale County.
So right now, Coach Hill's got about 120 votes, and Nick Lisi is right at about 503. That's Lauderdale and Marion coming in.
23 and 73.
Okay. Craig, Houston, Wayman, Newell. We've got 300 and so for Craig and 700 and so for Wayman.
Okay, State Boulevard's coming in. Ooh. Ward Calhoun 70.
So we've got a lot of tight races. These numbers are steadily coming in, and very, very close on some of these. I'm sure throughout the rest of the night, these numbers will start to separate a little bit, but right now the numbers that we have coming in are real, real close. I hope we had everybody go out and voice the way you want to see Lauderdale County head in the future, along with the state. We've got governor's race. We got the lieutenant governor, all our district House representatives. And also, that's just Lauderdale. Now, we're also keeping up with Newton County out there, along with Clark County. Got a couple of races in Clark County that we're paying a close attention to. And we appreciate everybody sending all this information to us.
As you can tell, I'm slow. I'm working on this quick.
I think we're going to need some extra paper coming up to get all this added together and make sure that we have as many numbers correct as we can get. We don't want to push out any information that's not verified. Of course, the results, once they come in tonight, they will still have to be certified, and that'll take a day or two to get those certified. A few races, we could see a runoff. I think in Lauderdale County, pretty much, well, all of our races are going to end tonight one way or another. Clark County, there could still be a slight chance that the sheriff's race could go off to a runoff if one of the candidates does not get 50 plus 1% of the vote. So there's 4 candidates running for sheriff in Clark County. You've got 1 Republican and 3 independents all running for the sheriff's office in Clark County. you have a list of the ballots that we've gotten?
Okay, this is what we know so far. Let me just get this down, and we'll add it up as we go along. As we get in for coroner, Odie, you were very great at our last election of adding up. I'm going to pull up a calculator here for you.
Well, I tell you what, you talk, let me add. I've got this little fancy thing that'll do it for me.
All right.
I hope Miss Davis is not upset that I'm using this.
We thought we were prepared for this a little bit better, boy, and it starts coming in. All right, let's go with Rita Jack as we come across here. 193, 374, and 89. So that gives her a total of 600 and what?
656 for Rita Jack. I don't even know how to work that fancy thing.
Okay, all right. If you'll add this up, we have Stella.
Okay.
493 votes.
Okay.
99 and 52.
645 votes.
So at this point, we've got Rita Jack leading by 11
9.
Isn't that right?
By 9 votes.
Yeah.
So right now, Rita Jack has a slight lead over Stella, 656 to 645. This does not include the absentee ballots.
It's 11, but who's
okay?
Who's counting? We got our studio audience back here to back counting for us. They're holding it up.
It could be.
We're going to look to the back of the room and do these counts.
Well, this calculator threw me off.
Okay, all right. Let's get into Nick Lisi.
All right, so Nick Lisi. Here we go. Coach Hill. Let's start with him with 96.
24.
24.
223.
223.
And 92.
And 92. Total of 435. And then Nick Lisi.
439.
439.
64.
64.
73.
73. 48. And 48 equals 624.
All right.
So,
Andre Harris, as we go to this race.
Okay.
Andre Harris has 114.
Okay.
200. 131. For a total of
445 for Andre Harris. And then 23.
58.
58.
36.
36. 117 for Lolo Allen.
Okay, all right. We'll move on to Supervisor District 2 is where we are on this. This will be Wayman Newell, and Craig Houston. All right, Craig Houston, 174.
174.
162.
Okay.
And 92.
428 for Craig Houston.
All right, Wayman, we got 516.
Okay.
228. 49.
And 793 for Wayman.
All right, as we go to House District 45, Cassidy, 476 and 214.
214 is 690 for Michael Cassidy.
Keith Jackson, 197 and 171.
It's 368.
Trent Rickles, 16 and 5.
And Greg even added that with both of his fingers. We got 21. I don't know how he did. He counted by twos.
Ward Calhoun.
Well, Cassidy's got a pretty good lead right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I've got some more votes, I think, that have just come in on that as well.
All right, so
I'm getting final numbers that have been arithmeticked for Nick Lisi, 2,661 to 1,590.
So Nick Lisi, this is not certified, but right now Nick Lisi, 2,661 votes. Coach Hill, 1,590 votes.
So that's what we have there so far.
So I wonder if they just said final. I wonder if that includes absentee, because I know they were adding them together. So absentee could be a big part of that. whether they come in or not.
All right, let's.
So I'm gonna add. We're gonna go to the shares real quick. So 274 plus 197 plus 70 equals 541 for Ward. Let me borrow your writing utensil. 541, and then 118, 273, and 71 is 462. So still, I mean, we got a lot left to go.
All right,
that's
Supervisor District 1 is what we've got so far, and this is the numbers we've got now. This includes Bailey, Trinity, Meridian Little Theater, North Park, and the Landing. 3,050 votes for JJ, and then we will have 1,006 votes for his opponent TJ. So that is what we've got, Supervisor District 1, and that would put him over the top.
That would put him,
over the top there. All right, let's see here. What else we got coming in?
All right, so what we're getting now is, with everything, all of the votes, we've got Wayman Newell down by 12 votes, but has 200 absentee votes to be counted.
So those have not been touched yet, and that is going to make that race.
That is going to be a very tight race.
And it has been in the past as we get to that supervisor.
It really has.
It's been tight every time, and so this one, it looks like it'll be nail-biting to the end till we get those in. That's going to be, we'll have to wait on Donna Gill.
Yeah, that's going to be a few hours away on that. But this is that one vote could make or break an election, and now it comes down to it's going to be 100% on absentee votes. We've seen in the past where you may have had 200 absentee ballots that's not counted, but someone already had a 300-point lead. Well, it wouldn't matter how that fell. You could call that, but not in this case.
Hold on, that's too tight. We're showing that Nick Lisi walks away a winner again. Justice Court, congratulations on that. Not official from backstage here, but
62%.
That's pretty strong there.
That's real strong.
Nick really went out and worked hard on that, and we look forward to him being your next Justice Court judge.
I think he knocked on my door twice, and I don't even live in District 1.
Let's see here. Let's see. Now, what I'm seeing early in Lauderdale County, I don't know if this is going to be, let me just read y'all some numbers here. I hadn't got final numbers at all, but, and this is only 3 voting places that I've got these state numbers from. Tate Reeves, 442. The same box drew 240 for Presley. The next box drew 400 for Presley, 71 for Tate Reeves. We'll go to the next one, 99 votes, a small voting precinct, 99 for Presley, 42 for the governor.
You know, there was a big push for Presley the last couple of weeks.
Well, John Grisham came out and was in support of him, believe that or not.
Well, you had Grisham. You had Biden has sunk a lot of money into this race.
Biden supporter,
and
Odie,
I'm supporting him all the way out the door. So
these, and again, we've got some numbers that are going to be changing here, there, and yonder. But some of our bigger races that we were looking at, district supervisor.
Yeah, District 1, we knew we were going to have a new one there. We just didn't know who.
And JJ looks like he has walked away with that race with 3,000 votes. I'll have to go back and count that up.
So that was a good showing. Wayman, we're still not sure how that's going to turn out. It's down by 12 with 200 absentees to be counted. District 3, we know Josh didn't have a opponent, so he's going to remain District 3. District 4, Joe Norwood didn't have an opponent. He was right on in. And District 5, we haven't got anything for District 5 yet. And I can't think of the opponent's name, the Democrat nominee.
We are seeing that
5.
in Kentucky tonight. They have a Democrat governor now. That has flipped major Republican letdown there tonight there
Wow.
in Kentucky.
Well, I mean, and our race in Mississippi,
It
you know,
could
it
happen. It could.
I mean, with the numbers that we've got right now, it's looking like that could very well happen if this trend continues on like it's going. We could very well see a new governor in town.
And one of the tightest races, we got two that are tight here, Rita Jack and Stella. This is neck and neck, 11 votes separating the two, and then 12 on the other one. And we haven't gotten any other numbers on that yet. So it could be a little while before we get more updates on these two. We're holding out on this and hoping we'll get some more information on that.
A lot more Rita, Jack, and Stella. That's going to be a countywide. So they've got a long way to go. Wayman, just a District 2. So those numbers have pretty much well come in.
Right. All right, we're going to take a quick break here, and we're going to add up some more numbers to make sure that we've got everything tallied up right on our sheets over here. And then we'll set the mics down. We're going to leave the cameras up as we move along here, and we'll update as we get this. We'll turn the mics off so that all of the sirens in the background that we hear, I wonder what that is.
Somebody a text in just a minute.
And I want to address this. I posted this just a few moments ago. The folks that were watching, I posted about Newton in the city limits of Newton a while ago. We had a shooting there. This would be a drive-by shooting, two people shooting at one another, Odie, right at Hardee's. The building was struck multiple times. We are not getting any reports of anybody that is injured, but the building took several hits. Gave it 5 minutes, the downtown area, more gunshots were heard in Newton. It's pretty rough in Newton. We're not going to lie to you about what's gone on over the last year.
And it's not just the two people that's got beef with each other shooting. It's the people that's around these areas on their normal everyday outing that is in the line of fire.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
anybody could have gotten hit in this. You could have went out to get yourself an apple pie tonight and got hit. Thank goodness that didn't happen. But where does it stop? It just goes on and on and on. Newton, another shooting tonight. Thank goodness on this one we don't have injury, but a very serious one there as we watch this. But we'll have updates on that as well. We're going to check in, see what we can find out of what's going on in Clark County, who's in the lead on this, and we'll check into all of this here in just a few moments. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right here. Look at as we look at some state numbers of what we're getting in now from Lauderdale County of what we've got. Brandon Presley, 1,943 votes is what we've got. 40% going to Presley at this point. Tate Reeves coming in at 2,770 votes, having 58% so far of what's counted in Lauderdale County. As we move down to Lieutenant Governor, Delbert Hoseman leading with 3,100 votes compared to 1,580. His rival there, Ryan Grover. As we get into Secretary of State, Pickens at 1,600 votes, Watson at 3,000 votes, giving Watson 64% of the vote so far, and that being in the Secretary of State. Attorney General, no surprise here with Lynn Finch leading this with 3,000 votes compared to 1,700 with 63%. Is what she's leading with right now. As we get into the state auditor, this one's not going to shock anybody, with Shad White at 2,900 votes. As we get into 1,700 for Larry Bradford, we move down to getting into state treasury, state of Mississippi, 1,673 to 3,049. And we get into Ag Commissioner Andy Gibson leading this at 2,999 votes compared to 1,716, his opponent there, Bradford. Let me scroll down here and see what else we have here. Jeff Tate, 2,800. We kind of expected that one. So far, what we've got here is we go back to Michael Cassidy, House Representative District 45. Very tight race here, Odie. 294 votes for Michael Cassidy. Keith Jackson at 301. We've got Cassidy at 48% and 50% there for Jackson. Now, again, those numbers are going to change there as we get more votes coming in on that, because we had more votes than that a minute ago.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So this is just as it's coming in, more totals. A lot of people so far has gone out and voted, so some of these numbers do look higher than what I expected, which is a
Donna
good
Gill's
thing.
Looking good since somebody ran against her.
Yeah, I mean
4,000 votes so far.
4,000.
Go, girl.
She must be doing something right.
All right, let's get into this down here, what we've got here for coroner of Lauderdale County at this point. And again, we've got Stella now taking the lead with 65% of the vote that has come in. She has 3,077 votes at this point compared to Rita Jack's 1,623, taking a lead there.
Tommy Horn, he's done pretty good.
Yeah.
So now here's one with the sheriff's race for Lauderdale County. Ward Calhoun has 76% of the votes. So right now, 3,599 votes, and Gerald Johnson at 1,091. So that's took off a big lead.
All right, as we keep going down, J.J. Anders, 1,351 to 357. And again, we've already declared J.J. the winner of that with 3,000 votes of what we've got in from District 1. So that's a done deal there. Wayman Newell, this race here, we do know that it's 12 votes separated.
Well, so right now we've got an update on it with 527 votes to Craig Houston and 410 votes for Wayman Newell. So 56% to Mr. Houston right now. Still have the absentees to go.
No, that's the old numbers. The number we had with the 12 down is every vote.
Was every vote. Okay.
This is just part votes here, but the votes, it's down to 12 votes separating those two.
Okay. All right. So
with
that's
Wayman down 12 votes and 200 absentees to count.
Woo.
So tight is not the word on that.
You know, I've been on the other side of that before. I've done it one time. I suggest everybody do it. It is not a good feeling at all. I know today has been tough for everybody out there. Even Donna Jill. You still got that feeling.
Oh, yeah. Nobody's running against her. She had a feeling.
You know, man, it'll get you.
That is what we've got so far. We have not gotten anything from Clark County as of yet. I was double checking. Josh Todd got that. Kyle Rutledge, as we keep going down on this. As we go to Justice Court District 2, What we have at this point is Andre Harris, 1,225 votes. Lolo Allen, 366 votes at this point. Tommy Coker still leading in all these. Mike Myers, you go ahead with 828.
All right, Mike, you can settle down.
Yeah, I think it's going to be okay for him at this point.
It's going to be all right.
But that is what we've got totaled in so far.
So a long ways to go. I mean, we're just now a little over an hour past closing time.
Yeah.
As far as I know, I haven't heard of any poll that had to stay open past 7 because they had a large number. So
we didn't have large numbers at this point. It was not a night of that.
Yeah. So hopefully the numbers won't take as long to come in as we expect they may have sometimes. I think another load just got through back there, so we've got some more update coming up. So if you want to, we'll take another quick little break, get some more numbers, and we'll be right back with you. in Lauderdale County. So these numbers are almost half the boxes that are coming in now. And Brandon Presley, something like that.
I keep wanting to call him Paisley also.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was in North Carolina just a few hours ago.
Yeah.
3,842. Tate Reeves, 4,408. So Tate Reeves with 52.68% of the vote. Ryan Grover for Lieutenant Governor, 3,231. Delbert Hoseman, 5,022, 60.68% of the vote.
Now, what we're looking at statewide on Tate Reeves at this point, we've got 70,000. He's leading by about 20,000 votes, roughly, over him.
Well, that's good.
What we got Tate Reeves at 57%, 75,639 to Brandon Presley's 54,000. Again, that's statewide numbers, not just local numbers.
Right.
As we move down, I'll look here at some more races that we've got.
I'm going to pull up locally what we have while you're doing, while you're pulling those up.
All right, a few numbers that we want to mention from Clark County. Barry White leading by a few points.
Barry White, 316.
To Greg Fairchild's 280 votes.
Yeah.
Now, again, this is early numbers. We don't have a whole lot in here yet, but we do have that. Lorenzo Carter, as we get into supervisor, 110 votes to Tracy, 115 votes.
Ooh, that's close.
Man, this is 5 votes apart here as we look at this. You get into Chancery Clerk. Leanne has 355, and Barty 259 votes as we look at the Chancery Clerk. So a little bit of this and a little bit of that as we get this evening underway.
Yeah, it's still early. We know that. Let's see.
Have we got an update on the vote with Stella?
All right, so now with 18 of 37 coming in, we've got Rita Jack at 3,265 to Stella McMahon at 4,977, which is 60.32% of the vote. Ward Calhoun, 5,930. Gerald Johnson at 2,285, and that's Ward with 72% of the vote. Let's see. JJ, we've pretty much already called JJ at 78.56% of the vote.
In the end, JJ will end up with 3,000 votes on that and walk away the winner, becoming the supervisor for District 1. Congratulations on that. We can call that.
Yeah, congratulations on that one. Big win for him. Let's see, we've got Kyle Rutledge, 956 votes. John Temple at 290. So Kyle was 76.1% of the vote. Coming on down, Nick Lisa, we've already kind of give that to Nick. Nick had 1,167 votes to Coach Hill at 693. So that's Nick was 62.71% of the vote there in District 1 judge. Andre Harris, 2,239 to Lolo Allen at 619. So Andre 77.69% of the vote. And I think that's what we had last time. So that must be all of our votes in for District 2 Justice Court Judge. And I think it's, and here's another one. I know Tommy's sitting at home. He's got about 2 or 3 Big Macs and a 20-piece McNugget, nervous out there. But, Tommy, we're going to go ahead and call it for you with 1,504 votes, which is 97.5%. So we're going to call that one for you, Tommy, and and Mike, I think he's doing pretty good. Mike Myers, I know his day was Halloween, but looks like November 7th might be his day too. 1,770 or 98% of the vote. So both of them did pretty good. Chuck, he was right up there with them, 98%. So I guess it's real good when you don't have to worry about somebody running against you.
Oh, that's the best kind you can have. That is definitely what we've got tonight. But the two races that we want to pay close attention to in Lauderdale County, of course, is going to be coroner and then Supervisor District 2, which is just way too close at this point until we get some. And that usually is about the last thing, if I'm not mistaken, they count as absentee after all of these totals come in from the 37 boxes. We got 18 of those done so far, so we're close, not quite at halfway, but we're pretty close to halfway as this progresses this evening. Stella, a little bit ahead of Rita Jack at this point, but it's still a lot more boxes to come in on that. We didn't have somebody at each one of those polls in certain portions of the county, but we're...
It's hard to get enough people together to go to every poll, and 37 polls, you need at least 2 people at each poll to make sure that you can send that information back pretty quick. It's just that's a lot of people to put
Everybody
together.
kept saying it's cheeseburger night. I'm not going out there for you.
It's Taco Tuesday.
This is what we've got so far as we get some more results on Clark County. We've gotten absolutely nothing so far on the sheriff's race as we look at Clark County. We're getting something in the background here. I'm getting a thumb up. Earl, what you getting back there? What do you know so far?
Just got it. I'm getting it right now.
Pulling it up.
The number's higher than 6, and he's got 5 fingers. It's tough. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. We don't have a percentage of the people who went out and voted yet, but I still do want to see what our final tally as far as percentage of people voting.
Everywhere where I went today was saying it was a little bit behind that, a little bit slower. Maybe getting some numbers here.
All right, right now, let's see. We've got Barry White, 693. Gregory Fairchild at 863 for coroner of Clark County. Clark County Sheriff, we've got Anthony Chancellor at 660. Gary Kelly at 64. Abraham McKenzie at 864. And Kenneth Pearson Sr. at 34. District 2 Supervisor Lorenzo Carter at 110. Tracy McCarty at 115. And let's see, we don't have District 3 yet. District 4, Paul Mosley, he didn't have anybody running. Let's see what other numbers we have. Justice Court Judge Place 2 for Clark County. Terry Bonner, 231. I think that's all the numbers we have updated right now for Clark County. So again, Clark County Sheriff's race, Anthony Chancellor 660 and Abraham McKenzie at 864. And then Barry White at 693 and Gregory Fairchild at 863. So we'll keep an eye on
now, we
these numbers.
don't know how many boxes returned this is at this point. So, and we don't know where they're from. So that sometimes plays a huge portion of what you got going on. Hey, Mayor, how you doing back there?
Yeah, we got us
Come on up here.
a hero in the house now.
We do.
Yeah, come on and have this one right here.
As we look at the election, have you been paying attention to what's going on tonight?
Yeah, it's tight in some of these races. I saw in District 2.
We're at Wayman Newell, down 12 votes, and we're waiting on absentee. There's 200 out.
Right.
So that's where we're going to get the decision on that tonight.
The decision's going to be made in absentee there. Have y'all got any numbers on Willie Simmons?
Let me pull this up here. I did get a email, I think, just a moment ago. Hey there.
I feel special being on.
Oh, come on up.
Live on Scotty Ray.
Man, you're busy all the time.
Man,
Let's see
we're
what.
wide open.
Let's see, General State. Not that page. There we are. Right now, we've got Pennington at 53% of the vote and Willie Simmons at 3,800. Now, this is Lauderdale County only. This is not on a state level. But that's where we are so far here in Lauderdale County.
And that's with
18 boxes returned out of 37.
Gotcha.
So it's a long, as they say, it's still a long road to hoe.
Right.
So we've got more coming up on that. That's going to be close.
That's going to be very close.
Stella at a little bit of a lead over Rita Jack at this point. That's another one that we've been watching very closely. We've already called the race for Nick Lisi. Nick Lisi wins. Also, J.J. Anders walks away with Supervisor District 1, 3,000 votes, roughly to 1,000 votes. That's not the exact number, but pretty close to it of what we've got. I've got that written down somewhere on a piece of paper. It was 3,050 votes to 1,006 votes.
Man, but I'm sure the community appreciates y'all doing this.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I wanted to get it firsthand today.
I'm glad you come on up with us.
I wanted to sit here.
Now, when are you up for mayor again?
That's going to be June of 2025.
June of 2025. Y'all remember this man. He builds bridges and does all kinds of things for Marion. and speaking of that, I saw that we're getting a little paving on streets. It's never happened there, and that's big for y'all.
Big time. We're paving 4 main thoroughfares in Marion, and where a lot of residents live, and so we're excited about that. First ever paving project for Marion. We've always worked with the county to do it, and so we kind of went out on our own on this one, and we're excited about it, and we're glad about it. And
look, I know a lot of people will relate to this. As I grew up as a kid in Kemper County, if you remember 30, 40 years ago, there wasn't a lot of paved roads. And I remember the day that we got pavement. We all sat out in a lawn chair and watched them do the paving out there. And it was a big deal for us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, that's big time.
It was.
That's big time. Yeah, so we're super excited. And I know everywhere I go, no matter where I am, somebody has a question about the bridge. The bridge is really on track. Dirt is being hauled in. We plan on paving that thing pretty soon. And I'm saying in the next couple of weeks, we're gonna have a bridge.
That is good.
We're gonna be open for business.
And not only is Marion doing that, y'all are involved in getting the first radar. Lauderdale County has had since it was pulled from us out at Key Field years ago, and we've just been kind of sweating it all these years.
Right. So we're excited about that. You know, Odie worked very hard to bring that to the table, and we're glad we had the capacity to be able to partner with them and get it done.
Any rumor, any truth to this rumor that Marion is going to annex Meridian and just take over it?
Man, you know, that was one of the main things when I was running. They was like, "You don't let Meridian annex us." I said, "If I'm the mayor, they better be worried about being annexed."
That's a good way to put it.
So we're happy about it, and we're excited about it. And like I said, I appreciate all that y'all are doing.
Well, thank you.
I'm gonna walk back here and try to see what the votes are looking like on the absentee side.
It's a lot of fun. We've got a lot still to come tonight, so don't rush off. We're gonna take a pause here. We're gonna see what else we can come up with numbers. Nothing yet on Clark County. I'm gonna go ahead and call it for Jody Pennington. Any folks watching from Newton County? I think he's already got the sheriff's rate. He was the only one running on that, so it only took one vote.
Wow. He
becomes the winner, and that has to be.
And that's where
Newton County. Newton County Sheriff.
Did y'all have the Clark County sheriffs?
So far, and I don't have it in front of me, it was 200 votes separating Anthony, but we don't know how many boxes are in.
Gotcha.
Anthony had about 600. Abram had around 800, 200 votes separating the two, and the others, there wasn't a lot to count there yet, but we just don't know how many boxes have been returned yet.
Gotcha.
Slowly. Anthony, any of our folks, Barry White, anybody that's watching that might have some connections to somebody with numbers, let us know. We would love to have that.
That's an interesting one as well.
It is after you've had a sheriff that's been there 26 years like Todd has.
Yeah. It's always rough. It's always a big question mark there after somebody. Same in my race. Somebody's been in office for 16, 20 years.
Elvis was there
16 years.
40?
Yeah.
You said 40?
16 years. Yeah, 16 years.
I remember that back when the Angel Auto Parts, when he used to work there, and now you've been there how many years now?
2 years and 4 months. Nobody's counting.
And didn't you reach some type of one of the youngest mayors there are?
Yeah. Right now, we're currently the youngest mayor in the state, so we're excited about that. Here comes the guy that
he's got more numbers, I think.
Yeah.
I just saw him.
Get on the mic. I got.
Are you Mayor's good to see you. I tell you, it's been a joy working with him and getting some things done.
That's because he brings pancakes to meetings. I know you.
Yeah.
I've been around you enough to know.
I come up to him and I said, hey, I got something that's going to help Marion out. And I've never seen anybody jump up like he did and says, I want to do anything I can to make Marion better than it can be.
But that's what it's all about.
So, yeah.
I see that Tate Reeves is off to a good lead now. And this is Lauderdale County, what we're looking at. We'll go back and look at state numbers in just a moment as we start this.
Yeah, so this is 30 of 37 boxes that's coming in. Let's see where I can find me a starting spot anyway. So, yeah, Jeff Tate's got a good one. Let's see, Michael Cassidy, 921 votes to Keith Jackson's 833. So right now, Michael Cassidy has 51.65% of the vote. So that's still 30 of 37 that have been turned in. All right, so now new ones coming in for coroner, Lauderdale County. Rita Jack at 5,236 to Stella McMahon with 8,468.
So what's the percentage on that?
So right now, Stella has got 61.71% of the vote. So that is strong. Sheriff for Lauderdale County, Ward Calhoun, 9,977 to Gerald Johnson at 3,671. So that's Ward at 72.89%. So that's a big showing. JJ, we've called JJ. We're still waiting on Craig Houston's 1,527 to Wayman Newell 1,518 with at least 200 absentee ballots being counted now. So we may have a new update on it coming up pretty quick. And I think that's, no. Here we go. Kyle Rutledge, 1,368 to John Temple, 491, which that's 73.16%. So that's a big pull for Kyle. Let's see. Justice Court, 1. Nick, pretty much we give that to him. Andre Hare, 77.93% of the vote at 2,645 to Lolo Allen at 722.
As we look at some state races, let me look at the governor's race here for you. As we look at this statewide right now, Tate Reeves, and let me go back to this and pull this up. Tate Reeves is at 56% in the state of Mississippi right now. 130,580 to 97,437% there for Presley, having 42% of the vote. Now, they've already called the race for Lieutenant Governor. Delbert Hoseman has been reelected. Lieutenant Governor of the state of Mississippi with 65% of the vote at this point. So they're
he got 61, almost 62% of the vote here in Lauderdale County.
Yeah, Lynn Finch already being called the winner in the Attorney General race at 63%. That's pretty good there.
Oh,
They've already called that race. let's see here. Let's see who's leading the treasure. David McRae has been called the winner there, $135,000. They're going to go with that with 64% of the race for the state. Shad White, I don't think anybody's going to be shocked over this.
No, it's fair to know that he's going to pull this out. They've awarded that win to him, and rightly so. He's been in the news an awful lot here past couple of years.
Yeah, and too close yet. They're too close to call this on the governor. Is what we've got so far. They're not ready to do that. I was checking to see if we could get anything on House District. I haven't gotten any numbers from Kemper County. That has been kind of slow.
Any update on Clark County numbers yet? Still got the same ones for Clark County. Yep, so that numbers are still pretty much the same. Yeah, so maybe they've got some more coming in that they can get out to us. So it's 8:40, so we've been at this. Poll's been closed for about an hour and 40 minutes. Numbers are coming in. We've got right now 30 of 37 boxes. We know that one race is determining on the absentee ballots. Everything else is pretty much well called with the voters that went and voted without the absentee.
What we have on State House District 45 as we look at statewide numbers of all the boxes that we've gotten in so far. We've got Michael Cassidy at 1,580 votes. That's at 36%. Compared to Keith Jackson, the Democrat, leading at 2,483 with 56% of the vote at this point. Trent Rickles coming in at 8% with 354 votes is what we have so far. We're seeing if we got a update on that. Okay, well, Michael Cassidy has won Lauderdale County, but Kemper, a big county there in Winston County.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have all the numbers, and it's separated with all of that just yet.
Yeah, see if I can pull up what he got here in Lauderdale County. That's District 45, correct? House District 45?
Yes, House District 45.
So we're going to see if we can't get his local number here. So locally, Michael Cassidy, 921 to Keith Jackson, 833, and Trent Rickles at 29. So he had 51.65% of the vote in Lauderdale County. And again, that's with 30 of 37 boxes. So we don't know if that's all of the boxes that's in his particular area or not. So kind of expect some new numbers to come out here. I say, pretty quick, another batch of numbers, 7 more boxes.
What was the last numbers that we gave on Clark County coroner's race?
Clark County coroner race was...
I'm showing right now Barry White at 693 compared to Gregory Fairchild's 863 at this point is what I'm showing.
Still the same.
It's still the same. That has not changed.
Yep, still the same.
No difference in sheriff's race at this point either. Anthony Chancellor at 660 and Abram McKenzie leading at 864. No new numbers on that. We're working on that to get new numbers on that as well. Let's see what else I can pull up here.
So I don't know if... Let me look and see if this will give us a breakdown. I don't think it will. Right now, with 30 of 37 boxes, it's looking like right at 33. It's a little blurred, so we'll get another update on it. Maybe 33% of the voter turnout. That means 1 out of 3 people decided to do something.
That'd be where we are.
2 out of 3 said,
Well, Meatloaf said that wasn't bad.
Oh, that's true. We made a song out of it.
I'm just thought I'd bring that up. Anybody else out there thinking the same thing as I was?
Yeah. I mean, what does it matter to me? It's just my livelihood. Oh, man. You know, this was the first time that because of my anniversary, I didn't think I was going to be back in time to vote, in which I probably had maybe 20 minutes to rush and do it when it was all said and done. But I did vote by absentee. First time I voted absentee in 30 years. Last time I did that was when I was in the Navy. But other than that, I have made it to the poll every single time and voted, good, bad, or ugly. I wanted to make sure that my voice was heard.
Right. That was back when Odie joined the military after watching The Village People, and he thought, wow, what a great idea.
IMCA. It was Hogan's Heroes. McHale's Navy is what made me choose the water.
There you go.
I wanted to drive one of them.
There's so many people going, whose Navy?
Yeah.
They're going, what? What are you talking about, Odie?
Y'all look it up on YouTube.
200 years ago. It's amazing how things just slip by and TV shows that were part of your past as you were a kid.
I mean, who's on first? Yeah. I wonder how many people even
They
caught
don't
that.
get it anymore.
What was that?
That and I see that, we do that on the morning show there where we do this little day in history and things like that. And it gets to be a point where it fades away and they don't know a certain era anymore.
Yeah.
And you have to adapt to the newer generation with what happened. And wow.
It is. It's some old shows out there that's never going to leave. Hee Haw being one of them.
Oh yeah, the Hee Haw Honeys. I mean,
love Hee Haw.
Let's just go ahead and call it the way it really was.
That's it.
We're getting some
looks
new
like
numbers.
we've got an update coming up. So where we at? Barry White with 1,270.
Oh, he's
Let me get up here close.
17.
Yeah, 1,772 votes to Gregory Fairchild at 1,159. So
I ain't mistaken. Them two cows voted.
I think they voted
Barry.
twice each. I think that's why he sold them. All right, and Clark County Sheriff Anthony Chancellor at 1,784. Gary Kelly at 89. Abraham McKenzie at 1,093. And Kenneth Pearson Sr. at 48. So a big change on that since the first batch of numbers that came through.
That's big as Anthony Chancellor pulls ahead. We got Supervisor District 5 in Clark County, Scott Evans at 192, Mickey Long at 147. Now, Mickey Long is the incumbent there.
That's correct.
A little trailing going on there. As we look at Justice Court Judge Place 1, Brian McLaughlin, 698 to 891 on Casey Westcow, and Shanetta Stevens trailing at 132 in that race.
Maybe I need to go get my eyes checked.
I can see off. I just can't see anything up close. I mean, it is a blur. As we look here, as we look at Justice Court Judge Terry Bonner at 1154, write-ins at 7. Constable, place 1. Beverly Trotter, 819. This is a tight race to Randy Harper, 899.
Yes, it is. Now, Hal Lockridge for place 2 at 421, and Don Moore at 824. So that's pretty good lead.
14 of 23 boxes. So we're halfway almost Clark County there.
So those numbers are starting to come in.
A little sample of what's going on. Pony Express is working pretty good down there tonight.
A little back and forth with the numbers. We saw that a lot with our numbers, back and forth.
Right.
Still too early to tell on a few of these races. A few of them we pretty much well know. JJ's going to win Supervisor
Lisi.
District 1. Nick Lisi.
And we still,
Judge
at this
District
point,
1.
the last numbers we got still had Stella leading at 60% on the corners race. So it's starting to lean toward that. We've got what?
We got 7 boxes left.
And depending upon where those boxes are and how many, things can swing.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we don't want to get ahead of the cart there because we would have to know and have our maps like they do on Fox, where you pinpoint here and there's 10 people that's coming out to vote night here.
We're working on that.
Yes.
and we're
Next
getting
time.
there.
Next time we're going to have a screen again.
Yeah, I've missed my whiteboard. Maybe we ought to try green so it doesn't reflect, and some chalk. I could get into some chalk.
Well, we had a good plan.
Well,
Just didn't work out.
hey, it's getting better.
It is each time.
If Fox is out there, if y'all want to send us some money, we'll.
If you could only, the folks, if you could only see our crew behind the scene here, all of them shaking their heads at us.
I know it. We're the ones up here. We're relying on them. That's the
I
scary
know.
part.
Where's the information highway over there?
Yeah.
Everybody that comes off the elevator avoids us like we got the plague.
Goes all the way, and they flag them to go around. We got one laughing, one crying, and one just shaking his head back here.
It's always fun. And this will be the last time that any of us are ever here to do a broadcast. This is it. This is going to be closing the courthouse. So it's a
closing it for the courthouse.
Right. It's going to become a old folks home or something.
It's going to be a museum.
Yeah, that's what we're here.
Hey, that's why we're in here.
We're going to get taxes raised, fix the roof on or anything?
I hope not.
Okay, I was just checking.
I think we ought to go up there and get about 5 or 6 5-gallon buckets of that Flex Seal.
Yeah, just patch it.
And just pour it out there.
But it does cost something to repair buildings. Just keep that in mind. They're going to keep this place open, but it is the last time that it will actually be where votes are counted. This is it. Moving over, we'll have shiny walls next time that we'll report.
So we'll have to update and get something so we'll fit in over there.
Yeah, we absolutely will.
We should have asked them to build us a media room.
Wow. We're a little late on that, aren't we?
Yeah.
That was spin on the flower bed. We couldn't do that. Y'all know it's true. Lots more coverage coming up tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of faces he's making back there.
I saw that one.
Yeah.
I'm not repeating that one either.
I can't either.
Y'all just would not believe the ugly remarks that we get while we're live, and we can't say anything back to them.
I mean, and he's the one that's typing on our teleprompter what to say.
Oh, my goodness. Like Ron
Golly.
Burgundy, if it's there in front of us, we'll repeat it.
Yeah, we're going to ask for a new teleprompter writer.
We're not good at teleprompter. I cannot. He's always trying to lean in and read all that. I do better off the fly there. As we come to this, we're waiting on the 7 boxes from Lauderdale County. It won't be long, and then we'll be waiting the race that has to be decided that will be coming in from Wayman on that Supervisor District 2.
So hopefully that's not going to be too far out. Nothing updated yet, so we'll see.
Yeah. We could be losing internet connection as my battery goes down.
Ooh, we need to plug it up.
Come on up. We're live. You want to say anything? We're at 30 boxes
Out of 37.
I'm getting sleepy.
No. I think everybody is.
We're going to have to have some coffee before this is over.
I'm gonna go find us some coffee.
Coffee always works great in situations like this.
Yes, it does. And I just got a text. Somebody says, "What are the coroner numbers?" So let's
Go back and look
let's
at our...
go back and look at our coroner numbers. If we can pull that up before we take us a little break. All right, right now, 30 out of 37 boxes, we've got Rita Jack at 5,236 to Stella McMahon at 8,468. So Stella with 61.71% of the vote right now, with 7 boxes left.
And again, I wish I knew exactly where those 7 boxes were to be able to make a call on that, but we just cannot at this point. Any more updates on Clark County numbers or anything? We haven't gotten anything as we look at this.
Newton doesn't have anything from Kemper or Newton?
I have not heard on any of those. So as we move along on that, let me check some state numbers. Is that your wife texting you again?
I hope not.
Hey there. As we look at All right, as we look at some of these numbers, let's look at state races as we look at the governor's race. The governor, Tate Reeves, leading at 189,000 statewide. That puts him at 56% to Brandon Presley's 42%. And again, this is a heavily watched race in the nation right now as we watch what's going on with this. Got new numbers?
Yes, we got new numbers.
Yeah, we have paper.
Ooh, look at here, 36 of 37. So there's one box that has not been turned in yet. Voter turnout, 40.49%. I think it's been a while since we've seen that kind of number.
Yeah.
So let's skip some of the state races, and we'll kind of keep those over that way.
Those on the Scotty Ray file.
All right. So there we go. Those are state races. Local races, 36 of 37 boxes in. Rita Jack, 5,987 votes to Stella McMahon at 10,393. So that's 63.37% of the vote. So it'd be hard to say that she's not going to pull that out. With over 4,000 in between them. It's going to be tough to.
There's
to
no
beat
box that has that many votes
There's
in it, so
no way.
We're going to go ahead and declare Stella the winner in that race. Yeah. It's just not possible for that to happen.
No way to do it. So same with Ward Calhoun, 12,091 votes to Gerald Johnson at 4,193. So Ward, we're going to declare Sheriff of Lauderdale County at 73.94% of the vote.
Last
box is coming in. We're going to finish up with these and then get it. So Ward, congratulations. You'll hear it here first. We're going to go ahead and call Ward Calhoun the third Sheriff, Lauderdale County, 2024.
Congratulations there to you, Ward.
Yeah. So J.J. Anders, congratulations to you.
That's our winner.
Still waiting on District 2 Supervisor with Wayman Newell. That should be coming in any minute now. Joe Norwood, Josh Todd, and now Kyle Rutledge, 2,497 at 72% of the vote. We're going to go ahead and call District 5 Supervisor. Congratulations, Kyle. He'll take the win there. We'll say congratulations to Nick Lisi at 62.52% of the vote there for District 1 Judge. Congratulations to Andre Harris Sr. With 77.92% of the vote for District 2 Judge. We'll go ahead and say that you're going to be the winner there. And that's all we have as far as contested.
All right, let's look at, we got some new numbers here as we look here at coroner. Barry White leading Clark County at 2430 to Gregory Fairchild's 1595. As we go to the Clark County Sheriff's race here, starting to see a leading edge for Anthony Chancellor. 2,519 votes compared to what there, Odie?
Yeah, 1,413. So getting a little bit of a gap there, a complete flip from what we saw earlier.
Right, that's a big deal there as we see that. Supervisor, District 5, Mickey Long is in last here, 344 votes to 763, Odie.
Yeah, for Scott Evans.
That's quite the lead for Clark County.
It really is. That's a...
and it has been some controversy going on in Clark County over the last 3 to 4 weeks when it comes to the supervisors.
It really has.
I offered them a cowboy hat and they didn't want it.
And that was just to collect, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was turn it upside down. And
I offered it, though. It's still there if y'all want to use that.
Yeah. So there was a lot of stuff going on. We know in the race, the primary, Skidmore went against Evans, and Evans came out and won the primary, and Skidmore backed him 100% and told all of his guys to, hey, thank you for voting, but vote for Scott Evans, and I feel like that had a lot to do with it.
All right, let's look at this Central District Transportation Commission as we go back to Willie Simmons. Willie Simmons trailing at 42%, 7,016 votes to Pennington's 9,388 votes, 57%, as he is leading Willie at this point in the race. Now,
I tell you now, I liked old Willie. That's
Willie's,
personally.
oh yeah, he was extremely and has done a lot for us. Now, there's gonna be other counties that vote on this. Don't let that sway you thinking.
Oh yeah.
But that's where we are on that vote right now. Now, as we look at the state races in Lauderdale County, let's just look here. This is closer than you would think in Lauderdale County. 9,327 for Tate, 7,000 for Presley. That has not happened in quite some time that a Democrat running for governor got that many votes here. That's pretty strong.
Well, it's been a long time since we've seen 40% of the people, 40.49% of the people go vote. That's a big number.
I would have said that was not going to be that number when I was out and about today.
I would have lost whatever I had.
Yeah. If I was a gambling man.
Oh man, yeah. I would have bet against that. I'm glad that didn't show up on the odds.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got a lot of people. I am so happy to see the number of people going to vote is starting to increase. We need that. We need people to go vote that's able to vote. A lot of people out there want to, but because of past, they can't. Whether right, whether wrong, whether the law should be changed or not, the fact is right now, there's some people out there because of past deeds can't vote, that want to, that have become part of society. They've paid their dues, but yet still can't vote and want to, but still 60% of the people are sitting back going, I'm registered, but I just don't feel like it.
All right, I'm going to get down here to State House. We still really don't have any different numbers than where we got just a little bit there as we look at Michael Cassidy statewide at 1,580 compared to Keith Jackson's 2,483. So that's 36% to 56% is where we are on that. Looks like we may have gotten some more numbers.
All of them except absentee.
Okay.
All of them except absentee. So still waiting on that. So unofficial. Let's see. I'll pass you the. What did our number change?
41.
Hey, 41%. So that's good, and that's another state there.
We don't work too well at this. Y'all seen that?
Yeah. All right, here we go. Without absentee votes counted, all boxes in Lauderdale County in. Stella McMahon was 63.56% of the votes, 10,598. We're going to declare you
Studio
the
audience,
winner.
do y'all declare her winner? They've done.
All right.
I got all hands raised and all.
3 thumbs up. I think they're just saying, hey, whatever.
So Stella is our new coroner of Lauderdale County who will take office in January. Congratulations.
Yeah, so congratulations, Stella. I know both of y'all fought hard, worked hard, but Stella, congratulations to you. Ward Calhoun, 12,303, or 74% of the vote. That's a big number.
Yeah.
So Sheriff Ward Calhoun III of Lauderdale County, congratulations, sir.
Goes down in history with his family there.
Your granddad or great-granddad? Great-granddad that was sheriff of Lauderdale County.
Built the Lauderdale County Courthouse. Tax collector Doris Spidle's going back in as we do. And again, here's the numbers that we got earlier. for J.J. Anderson taking that, being our new Supervisor District 1. As we get down to Supervisor District 2, the actual numbers, this is how close they are. Craig Houston at 1527 to 1518, and Wayman Newell. So we wait for these 200 ballots to be cast in the back, the absentee, before we call a winner on that. That is close. Has it been that close before in that race?
I don't think 9. There
Was it ever a point that we had to wait on the absentees to
not
call
that I
race?
can recall.
Okay, but that's something else.
But 9. How many? There's 10 of y'all out there going, I should have voted.
Yeah.
On both sides, because some of y'all wanted to vote for one candidate. Somebody wanted to vote for another candidate, and it wouldn't have been this close if y'all had just got out and voted.
All right, there you go. You're right on that. As we look at the final numbers there, our numbers earlier on Nick Lisi, 2661 to 1590. We've already called that race. As we will go ahead and call the race here for Andre Harris, Senior, 2696, 77% to Lolo Allen's 736 votes, giving her 21% of the votes. So congratulations to Harris. We're going to officially call him the winner on that, Odie.
Yeah.
As we go here, Paul Early, you are the winner there, 4,000, a little over 4,000 votes cast for you. Buck Roberts, he was sitting back, talked to him earlier tonight. Buck, you're a winner, 3,222 votes. Congratulations there. Coker in the family.
Tommy, we told you that we went ahead and called your race early, but now since all ballots are in, we can safely say that you are a winner.
That's correct.
He can rest easy for tonight.
Mike Myers, you are a winner as well as we go down this. Chuck Roberts, it's a bunch of family members here. 3,215 votes cast for that. So all we're waiting on in Lauderdale County now is the 200 votes to be counted here to find out who is going to be Supervisor District 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whew, I just don't remember. Now, the story with the councilman for Meridian, where it came down to one vote.
Oh, yeah, I'd forgotten about that. They told us about that.
But now, as far as the county, I don't know of any that's ever been quite this close.
I know that they've been watching in the back how well we count votes, and I think they wanted us to go back and count those 200. Boy, this piece of paper.
Can we bring our phone with us?
We got a bunch of no's from the studio on. I truly hate we hadn't spun the camera around to see our crew here.
I know. Look, I think they're giving us a hint that we've got 18 of 23 boxes in Clark County that is reporting.
Okay.
So now we just got to find out what they're
That's written in big letters. I could even see that.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get our attention. We took the bell away from him.
Yeah. All right. As any new numbers that we've got, all still the same there. We still have Anthony Chancellor leading in Clark County. We hope to speak with Anthony here in just a little bit there.
And then Barry White's got a lead on coroner. Mr. Scott's got a lead for supervisor. What are the other supervisor races for Clark County? District 1 supervisor, Derek Marshall didn't have anybody running. Lorenzo Carter is at 565 to Tracy McCarty at 320. Supervisor District 3, Joel Speed at 508. James Pearson Jr. at 45 and Jackie Sessions at 172. District 4, Paul Mosley doesn't have a opponent. And then District 5, Scott Evans at 763 to Mickey Long 344.
I would poke fun at Odie getting off screen and getting closer, but I can't see anything close up, so that wouldn't be fair, would it?
No.
Just walk on over there, glare at it. But I have to.
We're going to get a bigger screen.
I can read anything way off, but this stuff up here, it gets blurry.
I guess these are probably 2 years old, and I think my prescription's about run out.
Now, we're gonna take a quick break here, and we're gonna walk off and see what we think the timeline is on this counting of the 200 votes. And because I have no clue, I think they are all back there at this point. I think they've had them all the time. It usually goes quick when they go to shoving it in that machine. Counts it.
Should, yeah. We need a machine.
We need a lot of things, Odie.
We're working on it. This is year 1. Just wait.
Our crew don't look like they want to come back next time. They're glad the election cycle's over.
They've never laughed at an election like they did this one.
No, it's been fun.
I mean, it might have been us, but
That's okay.
they have not had this much fun at an election party before.
The fun continues tomorrow morning at 6:30. I hope you'll join us for the show. It kicks off at 7 with me and Odie, as we'll give you a rundown of what's going on. We'll be right back. Yes. All right. As we come back, Odie, we have some breaking news here for Clark County. This is going to be winding it down. All boxes are in. What we understand, there are 500 absentee ballots that are out there. So if this number that we give is more than 500, then we have a winner, and we're going to be able to announce a winner here. I think we have somebody that you may know.
So coroner for Clark County. We're going to go ahead and say that Barry White will take the coroner position at 3,034 votes to Gregory Fairchild at 2,192 votes. Then the next one that we know has been highly contested, Clark County Sheriff's Anthony Chancellor at 3,076 to Abraham McKenzie at 2,000.
So we have a winner.
So I say a winner in both of those because there's 500 absentee, and that will not swing that pendulum either way.
This will be too close to call here. As we look at the numbers here for Supervisor District 5, because, again, 500 absentee ballots are out there.
Well, we don't know how many in District 5, so that 500's county-wide.
Now, that is true.
So we don't know, and that's going to be, 420 votes separating. We can probably go ahead and say that Scott Evans is going to take the seat from Mickey Long in District 5.
What it looks like. We'll see this. Congratulations on that. Terry Bonner still winning there. As we scroll down and take a look here, no other big surprises that I see.
No, Don Moore wins Constable Place 2, 1,748 to Hal Lockridge at 820.
Now, what we're waiting on in Lauderdale County, we still have not gotten District 2 supervisor. We are 9 votes apart with 200 absentee ballots in that district. So we've got to wait that out. We can't say anything. We just do not know. Big winners, of course. Ward Calhoun has been elected your next sheriff of Lauderdale County. He will take over as Billy goes on vacation. If Billy were here with us now, he would be telling us how many days that he has left.
Oh, he knows it. And like you said, he's going on a cruise.
Yeah.
So he's going to leave as sheriff of Lauderdale County, and when he comes home, he said he'll be known as just plain
Billy
John Q. Public. But we know for a fact sheriff will be your title for the rest of your time, sir. Job well done. Thank you for everything you've done for Lauderdale County.
And I don't know this, and maybe somebody in the room here knows this. Has there ever been a sheriff for Lauderdale County that served longer than Billy, or is that one of the longest that we've ever had?
I want to say he's the longest serving sheriff of Lauderdale County.
What an honor. Got a building named after you. Done so much for the community. We just say thank you, Billy, for all that you've done. And Ward takes over now, and big boots to fill.
Oh, extremely, and just I've enjoyed working with Sheriff Solly all these years, and been a great guy, and look forward to working with Ward. So this is going to be an interesting start for Lauderdale County coming January. We've got a new coroner.
And this may be the first time that we've had a female, and it was 2 females that it was down to choose who it was. Our first, I'm going out on a limb, I think it is first female that will be coroner for Lauderdale
That wasn't
County.
a cobbler.
That's right. It's been in the family forever.
Yeah.
As he'll be going back to Clayton, will be taking a vacation now, getting ready to call it quits there. We have J.J. Anders, first time, and I think he's going to do great for the district as he is a businessman, knows numbers. I think he's going to treat that position as that being his money, because it is his money going into this.
We talked the other day after he was off the show, and that's one thing that he kept saying. He said, this is not my money to just spend. He said, this is my money to make sure it's handled correctly. And him bringing his business knowledge to the table, he said he wants to make sure that we run this as a business.
Right.
And look at it as a business, because it is. It's not just government, it is business. And he's wanting to do the right thing.
And I want Nick Lisi to know that we will be checking the judge's chambers to make sure there's only Subway being served in the back. We want him to know that we're going to be checking checking in on that.
That's right.
Congratulations to Nick, who will be taking over Justice Court Judge, Lauderdale County, taking Ricky Roberts' place in this job.
Big shoes to fill in that
Yes.
position as well. And I know Nick's going to do good. He's been down there for over a year paying attention to what goes on in the court. So it's not just him never being a part of it. He's known what's going on. He knows the ins and the outs, and got a couple of schools to go to, and then he's getting his feet.
You know,
right
as
in
I
there.
look at some Clark County numbers, just like Lauderdale County, it was 2,000 votes in Lauderdale County that separated Tate from Presley. As you look at Clark County, it's 1,000 votes, really, 1,200 votes there, roughly around that, separating the two. As you look at how people were going, I don't know, this guy sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
It looks as though Tate will pull this out statewide. He's leading 56%, but still too young to call. No one's called this race for him yet.
No, that's going to be a little while to do that. I don't see that happening as soon as some of these other races are. Brandon really wanted to give a lot of stuff away.
Oh yeah,
he wanted to offer everybody out there everything under the sun, but come up with a way to pay for it besides my back pocket.
it's about 67,000 votes separating the two statewide. As we look at, let me go back to this number here. As we look at the governor, 257,000 for Tate, 189,000 for Presley. That's strong. We haven't seen those numbers again for Democrat for a governor's race in quite some time.
I'm interested to see statewide what our percentage of voter turnout is, because I'm still impressed with 41% of the people in Lauderdale County going to vote.
That is good.
Is that going to be a trend for every county in Mississippi, not just right here in Lauderdale County?
I got a dog.
There's a dog. We found
It popped up on there.
we found the dog on there.
I was trying to.
Clayton Cobbler says he's got 56 days.
56 days.
Yeah. So he's counting his days down too, and hotty toddy, brother.
Yeah.
Gotta throw that out to my buddy. Yeah. So we've got. Oop.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're overlooking everything to make sure we're live on. Again, what we're holding up on here, waiting on, is these 200 votes, and we walked over and checked out everything a minute ago. They are counting as we speak inside the courtroom, second floor of the county courthouse.
Yeah, that's something we're just gonna have to sit and wait. I know they got some numbers done. They called for the election commission to come up here and look at it. So I hopefully it's not going to be too much longer. But everybody, you've heard the results here first.
Oh, yeah.
We brought these to you as soon as they came in. They were still real hot off the press.
Burned a finger or two.
Burned a few of them. You don't have to wait. A lot of people get their results from us and then push that out to everybody else. But that's okay. We don't mind being used as show prep.
There we are. As we wait this out, again, congratulations to all the winners that have been announced so far. We've got a couple sheriffs there. I have not gotten word yet on Neshoba County as we look at the sheriff's race there.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people like Eric Clark. I haven't officially seen the numbers there yet.
Yeah, he seems to be a well-liked person. Done a great job. So hopefully that will continue. See if you can pull up some numbers, see if there's anything else new that's come across. I've got one of those chargers that's got 4 different kind of charging wires that come off of it, and I think Greg was enthused because he's never seen anything like that before.
Oh, that thing works good.
There's an extra one on there for your phone. It's the black one. The red one is the C, the blue one is a something another, and then that black one's going to be for your iPhone. You need my glasses. See, look at there. It's amazing. So to go back, while we're waiting on those 12 to come through, I think that's all of the state races that I'd given you. So coroner, congratulations, Stella McMahon, on being Lauderdale County Coroner for 2024. Tommy Horn will remain the county attorney. Ward Calhoun will take sheriff. Tax assessor James D. Rainey. Tax collector Doris Spidel. Supervisor District 1 J.J. Anders. Supervisor District 2 is the one that we're still waiting on, that's coming down to the final tally of the absentee. Supervisor District 3 Josh Todd. Supervisor District 4 Joseph Norwood. Supervisor District 5 Kyle Rutledge. Congratulations on your win tonight. Election Commissioner District 2, looks like Brenda Faye Harris is going to take that seat with 63% of the vote. Election Commission 4 will be Gloria Dancy with 1,745. District 1 Justice Court Judge, congratulations, Nick Lisi, for taking that win, sir. Also, District 2 Judge Andre Harris Sr., congratulations, sir, 2,696 or 77.9% of the vote for you. Paul Early will remain District 3. District 4 will be Buck Roberts. District 1 Constable Tommy Coker. District 2 Constable Andre Harris Jr. Constable District 3 is Mike Myers, and Constable District 4 is Chuck Roberts. So congratulations to each and every one of y'all. I know it's been a long year, a long, hard year for a lot of y'all.
Eric Clark, as we mentioned, as we go to Neshoba County, will remain the sheriff of Neshoba County, as he got 4,766 votes compared to 1,675. A big win for him. A lot of folks like Eric. He's honest. He gets right to the point, takes care of business, and I'm proud to call him a friend of mine. He does an excellent job there as we look at Neshoba County there. Let's see here. I was seeing if there was anything any different. Mike Snow will take the seat in District 1 for supervisor in Neshoba County. We do see that. They had about 6,500 votes cast in Neshoba County. Pretty good number for Neshoba County turning out as well to vote there in this evening there.
So I'm still, my hopes have
that number
been turned
later.
around. I tell you.
40%.
40%. Man, I want to say thank you to each and every person that took time out of your day to go vote.
Yeah.
Or that went and voted absentee. But if you went and participated and you took time out of your schedule to go down and make your voice heard, I don't care who you voted for. Thank you for voting.
Absolutely.
And I think that goes a long ways. And if we can double that in 4 years, and make everyone's voice heard, I think that's what's good for a community, it's good for a state, and it's good for a nation.
All right, let's see here. What we've got now, Tate at 55% statewide at 302,000, and Brandon Presley at 235,000 is what we've got showing for statewide numbers.
It doesn't say how many boxes or anything like
No.
that. It just, that's so far what they've got in there.
Yeah, I'm going to see what else I can find on this statewide and see what we can pull up on that. Yeah, we're not just 64% of the votes are in at this point.
So we still got a ways to go for that.
Yeah, sure do.
congratulations to Anthony Chancellor for Clark County Sheriff, Barry White for Clark County Coroner,
Yeah, no major changes on anybody as I look across the state here of any difference there. All right, we're going to take a quick break and see if we can find out roughly a timeline of when we'll get an answer on these 200 votes. We'll be right back. We are still waiting results of these 200. They are counted. We do know that. The results have not been given, though, so we do not know who the winner is. 9 votes right now separate District 2 Supervisor as Wayman Newell, down 9. No way to tell what the winner is as of yet. We're still waiting on that. We do know that it is counted back here. That's why we've been kind of disappeared for the last few minutes. We've been standing there trying to lean over to get that piece of paper. We have not gotten it yet. So no winner officially yet. So don't believe anything that's out there yet that has been put out, because there is no winner yet. So we'll be right back in a few moments as we're going back into the courtroom to see what we can get this. We'll be right back. Remember where? Affidavit. Okay, as we come up with the final totals tonight, which will not be the final totals.
No, this is, even with the votes counted, this is still extremely too close to call. This is brand new, just done, just now. This information has not come out longer than 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
So right now, Craig Houston with 1,623 votes. Wayman Newell at 1,616 votes.
Affidavits will decide this.
Yeah, so right now it's 50.8% and 49.86%. So there's no way to call this race. It may be a week, 2 weeks before this race can even be called.
But they are going to count affidavits, and as you walk up, what do you got to say about this? I don't even know how to ask this because it's one of those situations it's not called.
Well, 16 years ago, I won by 25 votes. We live in a democracy, and, the people have spoke. If the affidavits usually follow the same trend as the absentees, so it'll be a close race. We'll see how close it is, and then we'll determine whether we need a recount or not.
Now, do you, because I hadn't talked to anybody that knows affidavits, we got any clue how many there might be?
I have no idea, sir.
So that's all of us scratching our head going at. But 7 votes separating this at this point.
But I want to, main thing I want to do is thank the people of Lauderdale County for the trust they put in me.
Right. We appreciate it, Wayman.
Thank you, sir.
Again, too close to call. I know that others were trying to say the race was over earlier. It is not. We start getting these votes, y'all come on by. Not gonna hurt a thing here. As we got a crowd here, as we all come out of the courtroom, an exciting night. And again, we may not know tomorrow on this.
No, I don't see this. We probably won't know for another week. 5 weeks, 5 days. So at least we're getting our key. 5 days is what it's going to take to fully certify that particular race.
Postmark today, come in the next few days.
Yeah, we could have
Okay,
some
so
that
mail-ins and
Actually, postmark today, that will come in the next few days.
yeah.
So-
and that could sway anything there. That could sway. So y'all
come on and
up here.
kind of explain for us and everybody.
You asking, I'll hold mic.
All right, so we've got down. We're at 7 votes.
7 votes in the Supervised District 2 race, yes.
And so you're saying 5 days is what it's going to take to certify this particular race.
Any ballots that are postmarked today will be counted within the next 5 days. 5 days to come in, and so as long as they're postmarked today, those will be counted. So we don't know if there are any of those out there or not. But it doesn't take but a few to change this race.
Exactly. I mean, 7 votes. Yeah. And we talk how important it is to get out and vote.
Very important.
One thing we looked at that we saw, 40% of the people came out and voted. That's something we don't typically see.
We don't typically see that in Lauderdale County. Hats off to the people of Lauderdale County. It was a great turnout today. It really was.
Yep, I can't. I've done talked about that until I beat a dead horse with it because I love that number climbing like that.
It's fantastic. It is.
It really is.
But we do have some affidavits that we will know in a few minutes downstairs how many those are.
And then we're still waiting. Give it 5 days for the mail to come in. I guess that's the snail mail part.
Snail mail part of it. That's the excruciating part in a race this close. It really is.
Wow. Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
So much there. Again,
Mayor, thank you, sir.
The mayor is headed back to Marion there. And again, too close to call. Let's recap that. We can't say that enough.
No check marks on nothing on that.
We will at some point tonight after they're counted about how many affidavits are, but that will not tell us who wins.
No, because if somebody voted today and postmarked it today, it's got 5 days to get in. and that vote be verified and then counted.
We want to say congratulations to all the winners tonight, and a big thank you to you for going out and voting. As this develops, we'll keep this posted and updated. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Thank you. We'll see you in the morning, 6:30 for the Scotty Ray Report, 7 o'clock. Scotty Ray and Odie. Have a wonderful night.
Y'all have a good one.